It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Okay, here's why I don't like to say welcome sweet peas anymore. It's because I feel like my voice is low enough that it's like there's maybe like a perverted tinge to it. You know, because if like some random white man in his late 20s came up to me and was like, hello, sweet pea, I'd be like, get away from me, you freak. Like, back up, all right? So, I just don't know.
Yeah.
What up, people in the phone? Welcome. We're here. We are on a road trip. We're headed to California. It should be fun. We're visiting Morgan's family, her sister and her family. Yeah, they've got kids, the twins, who are lovely. We've learned from the last few times when we do this drive that it does not go well when we do it all in one chunk. It's like 10-ish hours, which becomes like 16 hours with a toddler. It does not work well.
Yeah.
And so now we stop in the middle at a really cheap hotel, and it works great. Last time we stayed at kind of a nice hotel, but anyway, you'll see our hotel. It'll be fun. We've got our case-it full of CDs and movies. We've got Papa got the boy this octopus that looks like Oswald. I put the eyeballs in the mouth on it, but Papa commissioned this from someone on Etsy. So, you know, we got a bag full of baby toys. It's going good. It's going good. We've made the decision to leave right at nap time. Mm-hmm. The hope and the dream is that will cause someone to nap, rubbing his eyes. So we'll see. But we've also learned that having a child who hates to sleep in the car, it is hard when you get going early in the day, and then they just don't sleep until 5 hours later, when ideally you're sort of close to the location where you're supposed to be, and then they're just super pissed that you're like, and now we have to get out of the car, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. Might be great. Might be chaotic, and you will be coming along with us. We made home coffee. We ate lunch at our house before we left. We have some packed PB&Js. We got all kinds of snacks. Do you have anything else to add, Morgan?
Well, two things. Last year when we did this trip, the baby was still on 2 naps.
Yes.
So that also added to the chaoticness of it.
Right.
And then, secondly, our ETA right now is 5:22 to our hotel. It's 1 o'clock now. What time do you actually think we'll get there?
I'm going to say... I'm going to use 5 what?
5:22.
I'm going to conservatively guess 6:45.
Yeah, I was going to say 6:30 because we're not stopping for lunch. We already ate.
Yes.
And we're having PB&Js and snacks at the hotel for dinner.
Yes.
And we packed Red Bulls and some pit waters.
Yes.
So we should only have to stop to pee and get gas.
Yes. If we were really smart, we would have all worn diapers. But we've only got one diaper in the car.
Yeah.
One person in diaper.
One person in diaper. Many diapers in the car.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited to use our CDs. I think when the baby goes to sleep, we'll probably both put our AirPods in.
I have to do dad things now. And now the rest of the film.
He's never seen a landline before, so this is really it. Okay, room tour. This is where you walk in. First things first is the bathroom. Honestly, pretty normal. I will say this is a motel, and it cost us $89, which is exactly how much I wanted to spend. Then the actual room. I mean, hey, hardwood floors. We got a microwave, we got a fridge, we got a TV. There's a door to go outside and play. King bed. Honestly, great, especially for the price. There is an old phone. We had to unplug it. The baby immediately played with it, which has been great. So I just hope they don't try to call us, but it was completely like contactless check-in. They just texted me like a code to our room and what room we were in. Hello, are you on the phone? Which is great, especially for $89. We're staying at a different motel on the way back, which is nice just to check out a different one. It just happened to be cheaper because on our way back, it's a Friday night. There is only one other car in the parking lot, and they must be in the room, like if not right next to us, very close. And there's no other cars in the parking lot at all. So we'll see. Maybe there's something we don't know. But other motels that we passed seemed kind of not popping, but
No,
there were cars in
the
them.
one that's closest to us is there was like also maybe 2%.
Yeah, so I mean, well, this might be a fan favorite.
Yeah.
We needed ketchup.
Yeah, you want me to have this one?
They forgot to give it to us. They just gave us 3 marinaras.
You want to dip it again? Go ahead, buddy. Yeah, that's okay. That's for you.
We got our Burger King. We got our Ponyo on a portable DVD player. Classic road trip activities.
You're gonna take these rocks to mommy.
Okay.
Okay. Can I take a picture of you in front of this pretty blue door? It's getting some work done. Yeah. He's gotta do that.
Good morning. I am doing the final. Nothing in there. Dad sweep of the room before we head out. It was great. Felix did run the water. They were cleaning our cups from our coffee yesterday when we left. And they did say that after running the water for a long time, they felt like it smelled a little moldy. It's a motel, you know what I mean? Basically, I think we'll stay here again. I did find a hair in the bathroom. What's a hair gonna do to me? You know, it wasn't like on the products or anything. It was just on the ground. One loose hair. Could have been mine. Okay. Let's get back on the road, everyone. We're headed to the Olive Pit. This is a must stop.
They made a TV show about this place.
What are you talking about?
The Pit.
That's so funny.
Good morning. We made it to California. I guess we made it to California before.
Yeah. Well, we traveled all day yesterday, so we didn't film last night because we were just enjoying time with our family.
Yes, which is so lovely. So nice to be hanging out with them. We're going to the zoo. We're very excited. The baby's been to the zoo before, but the last time he went to the zoo, he was more excited about like the exit signs and the fans. And this trip on our way down, he fully lost his mind about pigeons in the parking lot. But anyway, the zoo has birds, so I think he's gonna be stoked about that. So, yeah, we're going to the Oakland Zoo, which I've obviously never been to. Have you been? You didn't go last
No, I've never been to the
million years
Oakland
ago?
Zoo. And I didn't even look it up because I thought we were going to the San Francisco Zoo.
Yes.
So I haven't even looked at the map or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was 2 zoos.
Yeah. So let's go look at the animals.
Yeah.
Yay.
I hear the train a-coming. It's coming round the zoo. Whoa! Yeah, we shouldn't yell echo. I don't see them. Still work. Working bear.
Get in here, Morgan.
Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Jump on it. That's fine. It's in your grass. Alright. Snakes and bats? It is tall grass.
Yeah. Snakes and bats.
It's for the pictures, yeah.
Yeah.
Down, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've never seen like outside bat.
That's fun.
Wait, let me see all of them. The sword nose looks so vampire bats sound scary. Which one do you think? Which one?
Beautiful turtle. He's orange. See the orange on his hands? He's in the Titanic. There is one. Did you see the giraffe? You say giraffe?
I love the ride.
Yeah.
Camels right there.
Here it goes.
Here he goes.
They should replace every animal here with tortoises. Trust me.
Aww, somebody happy?
I love it's nice and quiet.
Yeah,
I love how they keep it
that's
open
true.
to
They've
keep the
decided
air.
to
Yeah, that's how the Skyliner is at Disney World.
Camping. That's celebrities.
Put my sunglasses on. Yeah, go ahead.
This is so cute.
No running or jumping.
Yeah, or it will break. Sad face. I love these little illustrations. Yeah.
This is incredibly cool. Did you want to climb on it, buddy? He's on the move. Push. Yeah. Positive trans mask representation.
Welcome back.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say children and annoying dads.
The next few days we had so much fun, and it went by in such a blur that we didn't really film that much because we were just enjoying being with our family. But it started with quite a few crafts. We always try to do crafts with the twins just because it's something that we've always loved to do and they enjoy doing it. So it's like now kind of a tradition for us to do some sort of craft with them every time we're visiting them or they're visiting us. We also got some Vietnamese food one of those nights. It was really, really good. I'd never had pho before, and honestly, I haven't stopped dreaming about it. A few days later, me and my sister went to Stone Mountain Fabrics in Berkeley. It was huge. I could have easily spent like hours in there just like looking at the fabric, and it was really cute because only me and my sister went, and we were just kind of like, you know, catching up and gabbing, and I'm trying to bully them into becoming also a sewist. So if you guys have any advice for someone who is slightly interested, please leave it in the comments because I'm trying to bully them into following in my footsteps. This place was so cool. It was so huge. I don't know what it's near because I don't live in Berkeley, but I can tell you that we found a parking spot very close and we walked there, and everyone inside was super nice. The prices also seemed to be like fairly affordable. I would say most things were as low as like $7 a yard. There was some dead stock stuff that was up to like $40 a yard if you're looking for something fancy. So anyway, I was very brave to not spend $500,000,000,000 in there. I seriously can't stop thinking about some of these fabrics. They have an online store, so I may eventually make a purchase in the future. Oh, their notions, like their zippers, their buttons, everything. Also, huge selection. I am so jealous that my sister has something like this like very close to their house. So yeah, I will definitely be going back here next time. Next, we drove a little bit because there was a place that Chris found online on TikTok a while ago and saved for me to look at. First, we stopped by a couple other little cute stores next to it, but then we came upon Book Society, which my sister found on TikTok a while ago. It's a cute little bookstore that's like a laptop-free zone, and they pair wines with their like books of the month, and each month has a theme. So for March, they had like a women's theme. So they had like all women winemakers in their selected wines and all women authors. Yeah, it was just really, really cool, honestly. They even had a non-alcoholic version of the wine, which is what I got. It was a rosé. It was very delicious. And this was so lovely. It was just such a great day. The whole trip was great, obviously, but it was really cute that me and my sister got to go do something, just the two of us, and like explore a little bit of Berkeley, which isn't exactly where they live, but it's close by. And it was really, really fun. I wish for everyone to have someone in their lives as like sweet and supportive as my sister. It was really great to catch up with them and catch up with their family. Oh, and to eat some fancy little cheese at the Fancy Cheese Wine Bookstore. It was all really, really lovely. On our last night there, we actually went to the Japanese market that is really, really, really cute. They only had one packet of the maple cookies of Snoopy, but if you ever see them, they are my favorite snack in the entire world. You should definitely buy them. They're incredible. I honestly didn't even go to like the actual like food part of the Japanese store. I always spend my whole time looking in like the prepackaged snacks because everything just looks so fun. Why does everything look so delicious? I could have easily spent $500,000,000,000 in here as well. They had cinema roll toilet paper, which I didn't know that I wanted until I saw it. I didn't buy it. I was very brave. This is our haul from the Japanese store. Honestly, we ate some other stuff before we left. Yeah, it was such a great trip, and we're so lucky that we have so many people to love on us and love on our sweet little kiddo. And I'm so excited that me and one of my siblings get to raise our kids together in like the West Coast. It's really, really fun. But yeah, anyway, we're so lucky to have them. And thank you guys so much for watching this. Okay, now let's get to the drive home. You're not understanding the problems.
Girl, I don't know. It's like they've only got front and back of bed here. They forgot to put it in the middle. Yeah, fine, yeah. We're on a journey.
Y'all know there's very few things we love more than going through something insane together.
Yeah.
Let me set the scene for you. We're driving from Salem, Oregon to essentially a suburb of San Francisco, California, where my sister and her family are. We had a great vacation.
You saw us go to the zoo.
You saw us go to the zoo.
We had a lovely time.
We had a great time. We started last year. We started stopping halfway through because the toddler he does not want to be in the car.
8 hours in a car is a lot for anybody.
And that's with no stop. So it's really more like 10. And then with a toddler, and also Felix goes to pee a lot, and also me who needs to walk around, like, it's like 12 hours. So anyway.
Sorry. A full step above you now.
Yeah, okay, so on the way here, we stopped at Pine Needles Inn. We will be going there again, I think,
Great.
next year. As I said before, it wasn't the cleanest place in the world, but it was plenty clean for one night.
When these were booked, the intention was we want the cheapest one that has a room and beds that we can sleep in.
And air conditioning.
And air conditioning.
We always, due to picture of the other thing that we'll probably reference several times where we stayed in a horrible hotel in Washington. Now we always say working air conditioning.
Crucial.
We booked this place. It's the cheapest despite it being a Friday night. I think the original price is like
$120.
No, it was $120 at Pine Needles. This is like $98.
Oh.
But if I were to go to this website for this place right now, it says it's $123. Keep that in mind. What's also funny before I get to the meat of this story is that as we're driving to California, we saw a sign that said under new management for like a gas station a couple towns over. And Felix is like, I think it's always funny when you see a sign that says under new management because it's like if you had a bad experience.
Messy. I feel like it's the messiest professional sign.
Don't worry, this is a new group. Place we're in now.
It was so bad before that we're willing to look a little messy.
Yeah. So that you try this again.
Because we know it was so bad. We would rather tarnish your non-experience with us than not let the people who've previously been here think
we're
the same people. That's how bad it was.
So as we're
pulling up,
as we're passing this on the way to California, actually, we drive past this place, and I said, "Oh, that's where we're staying on the way back." And it says big red letters, big red sign, white letters, I think, under new management. And we're like, "Oh, good." And we're driving at like full speed, right? So we didn't see some of the key things.
Though. Oh, good joking.
Yeah. Oh, good joking.
Yes.
We're driving at full speed, so we didn't see some of the things that we're about to mention now.
I wasn't paying attention at all. For some reason, I wasn't locked into the fact that this is where we're staying. I don't know what the parking lot looked like. Empty right now other than our car and the one guy who works here, by the way.
So we pull up. The toddler has just been crying for almost a full hour because he's tired of being in the car.
That's not true. He was crying for the last 5 minutes.
It felt like an hour.
It was only, yeah.
We pull up. There's no cars in the parking lot. Sans one Toyota Camry. We're like,
Are you all done
okay.
with Tanya?
Some of the rooms that we can see don't have doors on them. Outside, there's like a huge stack of unopened air conditioners still in cardboard boxes just sitting outside. Against the wall, there's a box spring just leaning. We pull up to where it says office.
Wow.
Inside, it's just like absolutely covered in like drywall dust. You cannot imagine how much. Then on the door, there's a sign that says call this number.
Did you want to hold this?
Or ring bell for service. There's no bell, by the way. We call the number. This guy shuffles out. And he's like, hey, I can check you in. I'm like, yeah, I have a reservation. He says, okay, yeah, let me go get the laptop. He shuffles away.
He plops down with his laptop at this setup.
At this desk.
This desk.
With just a regular laptop and his iPhone. With a little Squarespace plug-in.
Laptop. Good job, Bugs.
And he's like, okay, there's actually a leak in the room you're staying in, by the way. So because of that, I'm going to give you a discount. And we're like, okay. And he said, there's no other problems.
This place looks like we're going to get murdered discount.
Yeah. There's no other problems with the room except for the small leak in the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, cool, the air conditioner works? And he's like, yes. Perfect, that's all we care about. So first, Felix comes up here holding the toddler, bye-bye, who again has been crying because he doesn't want to be in the car. He's excited to be out of the car. And comes upstairs because we're on the second floor.
Yeah.
Despite there being no other patrons. Right. Comes all the way up here, the door doesn't open. And I'm like, oh, do you want me to try? And Felix is like, it's a tap. So I do feel like it's not user error.
It's like not any other way you could do it.
Right. So we're like, okay, we have to go get the guy. The guy shovels back out, gets his laptop, makes a new key, I guess, and then walks all the way up here to make sure it works. It does.
Considerate of him.
That is considerate. Well,
we come in.
What else is he supposed to do? We're the only people here.
He's very busy on the phone.
He's actively on speakerphone as he's doing this
constantly.
For us.
And I would guess he must be talking to someone, saying, "Why did you let people borrow a room here? Why'd you let them?
Why would you let anyone book a room?
We aren't built for this."
We're
We
not
should
ready.
be. We're not ready.
So we get in. Felix, who packed food from my sister's house to have microwave for dinner, is like, there's microwave, right? And I'm like, yeah, there's supposed to be microwave, like, when I booked it. Because I also, like, it's not a deal breaker, but it's like,
It kind of is for me, actually.
I feel like a microwave in a fridge is a standard, like,
If the next option up is like $20, then it's not a deal breaker, but it's like, it saves us about that much if
we didn't
can
buy food.
not have to buy food for at least one, if not two.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So,
this place is not gonna have continental breakfast.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that
true.
much.
So, yeah, there's no microwave. So then I have to call the guy again and be like, hey, can we get a microwave? And Felix calls him this time, and I can hear him go,
Well, he's checking. And then he checks and he's like, yeah, I'll get you. I'll bring it up there like 10, 15 minutes. I was like, that's cool. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
He shuffles his little tiny butt in
He's,
here.
by the way, yeah, he's this tall.
He's this wide. Brings his microwave. Great. Now we've got microwave. That's awesome. Morgan leaves to go get some hot food for her and the baby because I've got my like microwave stuff. And I notice as the baby and I are chilling out, maxing, relaxing, watching Ponyo, that his bottom of his feet are like super grimy, like so grimy. And so I take a wipe and I wipe him up and I'm like, you know what? It is possible. Like he didn't have shoes on in the car. Like he had like shoes and socks off for part of it. And his car seat, normally he wears shoes in the car seat and so he's got mud on it. I was like, let me do like a vibe check. So I do, and I'll do another one for you in a moment.
Live.
I did a wipe check of the ground as like a control, not just from baby feet. It is not looking good, fellas. It is brutal. And also, as Morgan's gone, was it when you were gone? I don't know. We also noticed, you know how a peephole,
Y'all know what people's supposed to do.
there's supposed to be a hole, and then there's a little bit of glass in it, sort of like a lens to close off the door,
So that we could see out, but nobody could see in.
as well as just for the purpose of not the door having a hole.
Yeah,
This
it's
one-
kind of a dual purpose.
This one, they forgot the peep, they left the hole. And so, it's just a hole in the
It's
door.
just a peepless hole. We've shoved a napkin in it
Yes. Well, because it seems...
to keep bugs and hopefully sound inside.
Yes. But now we've been looking at each other like this through it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun. Bathroom, not clean.
Yeah. Yeah, it's grimy in there.
Yeah. And I can cut some slack, you know? I don't need a motel particularly for $85 to
Right.
be like gorgeous.
No.
And this is fine.
Well, we're not going to shower.
No. But I'd like to be able to.
I wish there was an option.
Yeah.
The last place, I said this already, but the last place had really good hot water, really good pressure.
Yeah.
We will be staying there again. Also, there, I don't remember if I said this. We didn't have to check in with anyone. They just like text you a code. You can open your door.
Contactless situation.
Great.
And even though it had a really empty parking lot, the vibe was less.
It was also by the time it was like nighttime, there were people in the
people,
parking
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
So I think we just got there. We got there like 5:30, I think.
Yeah.
So maybe more people will show up here
Maybe.
because we got here at 3 something. Maybe.
I had to do a tour for y'all.
Yes.
See.
Oh, so while I'm getting the food, Felix is like, let me do some research
Yes.
on their phone.
Yes. Well, because it just seemed odd to me that no one else is here, and so I was like, well, let me check it out. So from what I can tell from Google reviews, this used to be a Motel 6, and like 3 months-ish ago, the people who run this place purchased it.
Which may just be this tiny man by himself.
I'm not sure. I don't know if he's just like the manager and it's like a big like investment company that bought it out to flip a Motel 6. When we do the tour, you'll see it's very evident that it's a Motel 6, and as far as I can tell, very little has changed, or they've put in things that are worse. That's my best guess. Can't imagine putting these in intentionally. Yeah. And so it was like one review was from 3 months ago. That's the only review, 3 stars, from a person that's under this correct name, Shasta Vista, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, we originally booked with a Motel 6, but these people said that they bought it 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. And they're like, it's like fine, but it was kind of grimy. And then if you look at the Motel 6 reviews, they're all bad, which again makes sense based on our under new management knowledge of what that sign means. And then I was trying to find like the most recent one, and the most recent review is from 1 month ago. Let me read it for you.
Oh, dramatic reading.
Dramatic reading. It's a translated by Google, so it was originally written in Spanish. But it says 5 out of 5 stars. I need the Wi-Fi password, please. I'm on to 19. And we were thinking that maybe he gave them 5 stars in the hopes that they deliver a Wi-Fi password, and that maybe if he was to give it a worse rating, they wouldn't have given the Wi-Fi password. Is what his thought process was, because I can't imagine giving this place 5 stars for any reason, not even for Wi-Fi. Anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, the bed, I don't know if you can tell, I'll have Felix film from across the room. If someone's
Oh yeah,
on
this
the
one has
bed.
middle risers, this one doesn't. So this one's only got 4, and this one's got 6. Which is why the center...
You're sitting on Felix's bed, the center folds up like a taco.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, when you're sleeping
Girl.
tonight,
Do not move too much right now. I am scared for my life.
it would be better.
If they break it, if we break it, they're not giving us a new one. I'll tell you.
No, this is certainly the only room anyone could possibly legally stay in.
Doesn't even really feel like it might be legal.
I will say I turned on the air conditioner earlier, and while it took a minute to crank up, it did work well, it seems.
Yes.
Knock on wood.
Yes.
All right, yeah, you ready to give a full tour?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm excited.
You want to use my slippers, or you got your socks on?
I've got my dirt socks on.
Good.
Here's my previous wipe test.
Yeah,
You see it?
I see it.
Okay.
Show me your clean wipe first.
Clean. Yeah, I'll give you clean wipe. Wipe that's clean. Clean wipe. Okay, I'm trying to find a place where I didn't wipe before. I want to say I was like here.
Okay, you know what? Let's actually, this is where you'd walk the most. This is where we walked in. So I think you should do between the beds.
Sure. Alright, nothing crazy. Just sort of a, yeah. And that is
Wow.
a lot, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Take a photo. Beautiful mural.
It's a minimalist style.
Very abstract. It's sort of, they're doing like a minimalistic negative space situation, I think. It's sort of like what it isn't saying is what you need to be paying attention to. Okay. Well, let's move on. The pencil and the carpentry they've done here is really interesting to me.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you go for function, other times you go for aesthetic, other times it's nonsense. I think that's really fun.
This one's a little bit better.
Yeah, but why?
But not much.
Who did they get to do the second one?
Don't know if you've noticed, there's no drawers
Oh, yes.
anywhere.
It's like they forgot them. Or just didn't want to pay for them? maybe?
Yeah, they
Okay.
didn't install
Let me
drawers.
show you the whole...
Yeah, remove. Oh, hold on. There you go.
Hello. Just me in the hole. Hi, baby.
Yeah, shove that back in.
Yeah, you're looking for a doggy. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah.
Should we head to the bathroom?
Yes, let's indeed. Okay. Come with me. You're gonna love it. Boom. Alright. Oh. I'm what so much? Sort of a bubble. Got a bubble floor, alright. And then this. That's a lot. Boom.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the streaks.
And then yeah, film. You can see in the mirror
The
the grime there.
grime.
Ooh, hi, baby.
Yeah, this is where the clean towels go, by the way.
What is that, a dead bug? Or just a chunk?
I think that's just a chunk.
Really thick.
Yeah, that's just a chunk.
Baby.
This is also-
Because it is not clean.
This is also sort of interesting to me, because like, this looks like a spaceship. And I guess this is probably a Motel
I think
6.
it's actually cute.
Really?
Yeah, well, I think it's fun.
I just feel like if the shower, like there's no way the whole floor doesn't get so wet. The toilet's not that bad.
No, can you see the back of it? No, the back of the bowl. See the lines? Yeah.
Oh, I love when a place pays attention to detail like this.
Yeah.
Such as duct
Oh, no, they
taping
were
over
not
this.
doing that.
And also just like this doesn't fit. So they were like, let's just cut it, you know? Let's just put a little. I will say one plus for me, they do give you little unopened comb and toothbrush, which I will be taking all of to keep in the car for emergencies. You know? Luckily, the outlets work, and it seems like the Wi-Fi is okay. But
oh my so god.
yeah, oh my so god.
What the hell is this? What is this? It's just ripped open underneath bed.
No.
Also this.
Okay.
Just like white. What is that? What is that? What is it?
And then really make sure you get through this under new management area.
Yeah, I'm getting it as we drive past.
Hotel.
You were so smart, buddy.
We are at the hotel. This is actually a motel, so your parents are poor.
Right.
Hotel.
We were gonna open it.
Okay, we're
rehashing the mountain.
We're rehashing the mounted clip. I wasn't gonna put it in, but now I will. I guess
think you have to.
Here's some clips that I took as Felix was driving for 45 minutes today.
Yes.
It's too fucking late. I can't get any closer. You're fucking filming. You're fucking texting back there. It'll kill you. I warned you 10 minutes ago that the mountain's gonna look really pretty. Fucking 10 minutes ago. You can't pull out your phone. You said, no, I have to hold the baby's head. So I can't film. But I can text. Yes. I can text up a storm. I'm not texting.
Okay.
This is an argument.
It's an argument we're having. So first of all,
I'm making a mountain out of a mountain.
context, the baby is flipping his GD lid,
Yeah.
okay? Because he has not napped,
Yeah.
and it's 2 hours past when his nap show started, and so he's
He
extremely.
was not flipping his lid when I was asking
Hold
you
on.
about this.
Can I tell my son?
You
a
can
story?
try.
He's flipping his
But
lid.
if it's wrong,
He's
I'll let
upset.
him know.
I have finally gotten him asleep. However, because we're going up and down. Because we're going up and down a mountain, toddler parents will know where I have to hold his head, because otherwise he goes like this and he's gonna snap his neck and wake himself up. Because we're going up and down mountain, up and down mountain. So my left hand is out of commission because it's holding his head up. My right hand is trying to buckle my seatbelt because I unbuckled it because I couldn't get close enough to the baby. Buckled it. So I'm holding his hand, and then I'm like this as Felix is going, we haven't filmed all day because it's been insane. So I assumed we were calling today a wash. Luckily we didn't. But I was like, I'm like, as Felix is like, losing their mind. Second problem, I don't know if you can tell from where Felix is holding the camera now. How much can you see out the front window?
The whole thing,
No,
girl.
not that much.
Yes.
What I do, which is illegal, to be fair,
You miss
is
your
when
cousin.
I'm the driver, I flip my thing, I go film.
And I wanted it out the side, by the way.
You can only see the mountain out the front. Here's the mountain, by
And
the
we
way.
turned. Yeah, well, it's just, there she is.
There she is. So then every time I'm like, okay, fine, the baby's head snaps forward, he almost wakes up, and then I'm like, shh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, so this is, I
Then-
cannot believe she would lie in such an egregious way to all of you, and I'm excited. Here's the mountain. It looks beautiful through the side. It's easy to film from the side. Here's what happened. Here's what happened. Is my beautiful wife is texting our family group chat.
Oh, you're right, I said
Sends
one text
two
message.
text messages. One because it has a typo because she's dyslexic as hell, and the second one was to fix the typo. So because she's texting, I'm like, oh cool, she has phone access. I don't realize she's unbuckled. That's incredibly unsafe and uncool to be unbuckled. I didn't unbuckle her. So what she does is I'm like, hey, can you get the mountain? It looks so
No.
cool. The mountain's
From
beautiful.
From moment one, you're like,
No, that's not true. I was very chill and normal about
when
it
you
and
looked
regular.
up park, did you just look up empty fields?
Yes, girl, because that's what they have. There's a community center, and then they said there was a playground. Oh, over here. It looks like the playground is. Oh no, that's a playground. That's a playground. A little bit further past
way
this
back,
bathroom
so I
thing.
Just
Just park in this parking lot, you little weird lady. Park, he says. Anyway, Morgan just keeps being like, I can't see your mouth. And I'm like, okay, fix that problem then,
Yeah, you
because
have
in the
a problem.
past, you've been trying That's a park. That's literally a park. You've been trying to move. You've moved your head so you can see my mouth. You're just like, it's not worth it. And then you're like, I can't use my hands. I'm holding his head. And I'm like, you were texting. So make that make sense. Also, I wasn't saying like this instant mountain. I'm like, can you get the mountain? I wasn't. You misread my vibe.
Oh, because
I got frustrated because you just kept being like, I don't know what you're saying. I can't see your mouth. And I can see your whole mouth. So how come you can't see mine? That doesn't seem right.
Do you see how when I'm talking to you, I go like this? Imagine.
I did that. No, stop. Yeah, no. And then I was doing that. I was putting my mouth up to talk to you. And
Can you see right now?
Yes, I can.
I don't believe you.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you're so short and evil.
I'm small.
God. Anyway, we were both right, but I was more right.
That is not true.
But also it's kind of funny because we're so close to the mountain now we can just film the mountain really close. So that's pretty funny. But it was insane.
Yeah,
and then later I tried to go on a scenic. I was telling Morgan, I was like, I'm gonna go on a scenic route. And what I had hoped was that she would hear or care what I was saying.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
know
go
what
on
you
a
said.
scenic
That's why I
route.
went like this.
You didn't. You said I can't see your mouth, and then you were like, whatever. And I was like, up yours, dude. And then I was like, fine. So I pull onto the scenic route. Unfortunately, because she kept saying drive slow. Unfortunately, the scenic route.
Finally fell asleep.
Unfortunately, the scenic route was just made out of tortoise shells instead of regular. It was like blah, blah, blah. So he immediately woke up and started sobbing. So he would have been home 5 minutes earlier, but now it's 5 minutes home, but to the hotel room, the horrible hotel room.
What we didn't know yet was going to be the worst
Horrible
hotel room in the world.
Anyway, we're gonna run around this park in Weed, California. I'm very excited. It's cute. It's got cute slides.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, we'll show you. We have found the squeakiest swing in the continental United States. It's right here in Weed, California. Charlie Bird Park. There are two toddler swings, the one on the right.
Is
the squeakiest swing. We're gonna put in a call to the, what are those guys? Not Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Mythbusters?
No. The Book of World Records?
Yeah.
And they're gonna confirm it for us.
Guinness
Book of World Records will be called right after this swing session, so we can make them aware of this information that we have found.
Why is it so squeaky? I'm so excited. We're going to get downtown goodies.
I've never seen one of these in my life. Four-sided stop sign. Let's go. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Like an unstable person walking with my just carton of whole milk. I don't think we've spoken on it very much on our channel. I will say this is a safe space for raw milk haters only. If you are pro raw milk, I support your personal choice. I don't care. I don't think it's cool to give it to kids. They will become ill. I don't think it's cool. If you are someone who's like, I'm kind of curious about, like, you know, raw milk, and you're like, the pasteurization process, it sounds really clinical. What are they doing to our milk? They heat it up for, I don't even know, it's like
15 seconds.
15 seconds, but it's what,
like
100? No, it's only 165 degrees. It used to be that they had to boil the milk, and so the reason people like raw milk better than pasteurized milk is because it had that like weird boiled taste, and now they only have, I think it's like 165 to like kill the bacteria, and that gets rid of basically everything. So this is a pro pasteurized milk area, so jot that down. Also, I just think it's irresponsible for these farms to be making raw milk.
I agree.
I don't think it's cool. That place did have regular milk though, so we got regular milk.
Yeah. Also, don't charge $10 for E. coli milk.
$10 just to get E. coli? $10 to get some Oregon Trail diseases? No. we've decided that the Shasta Vista Inn and Suites, the Shasta Vista is actually lovely.
Yeah, you're very close to the Shasta.
And the Vista, it's really the Inn and Suites that we have a problem with.
Yeah, there was very lack of Inn and Suites.
Although what I will say is that they have so little control over the Shasta Vista.
Right. I'm glad that's not under new management.
No. Yeah, God.
And that's it. All we filmed the very last day of driving is just some clips of the road. So I'm just going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to my sister and their family for hosting us. We had a great time as always, and we love nothing more than going through something incredibly chaotic together with you all, such as the Shasta Vista Inn and Suites. As I always say, the world is so scary, but you are so lovely, and I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you so much for watching these videos. You guys have all truly changed our lives, and I cannot thank you enough. I really hope that you find some peace this week. I hope that you have someone in your life who is supporting you, and I hope that you remember that the world is better with you in it. Okay, y'all. Enjoy the bloopers. I love you. Goodbye. You okay?
Yeah, I'm not used to these California gas pumps.
Oh my god, these fancy
They don't have
schmancy.
the, like, flippy, you gotta, like, hold it.
Oh,
Hi, babe.
I like that move. That's a signature gas move. The gas. Okay, let me take off my...
Yeah. That's where we're at.
This is me after I have $25 for sugar.